Hello all you beautiful people and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So obviously you can tell by the title down below, this is going to be my first impression of some new drugstore makeup that has come to the market. It's been a while since I have actually dabbled into purchasing products at the drugstore for a while, just because I have been getting all of my subscription boxes, which again, thank you to everyone who participated in my most recent giveaway. Holly won my last giveaway. Thank you so much for being such a loyal subscriber and supporting me. I appreciate you so much. And she recently just got her package from me, and I'm so excited that she loves all the goodies that I was able to give to her. Don't forget to stay tuned for giveaways coming up here shortly. In the next few videos, I'll definitely be doing my monthly giveaway for you guys. Excuse me, I apologize. It's kind of hard to talk right now at the moment. I've recently just got my wisdom teeth taken out, and there is a stitch that is in my mouth that is currently rubbing against my tongue the wrong way, and it's kind of hard to talk. So I'm going to try and make this video short and sweet as quick as possible with the least amount of talking, because it kind of hurts to talk at the same time. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into some of the new products at the drugstore that I'm so excited to try on camera for you guys. So let's just go ahead and get into it. Alright, so I recently made 2 trips to Ulta to get some of these goodies. Definitely make sure, if you guys are in the market to shop for makeup products, always do your due diligence. Look at Walgreens, look at CVS, and look at Ulta to see what kind of deals that they've got going on, just so you can kind of save your money. So right now at Ulta, they are doing L'Oreal and Maybelline products. I'm pretty sure buy one get one 50% off. And you also have the Ulta coupons that you can always use on top of that. And then obviously sometimes you can find some really good deals also at Walgreens, just to get the bang for your bucks. You're always getting points and rewarded somewhere. But I decided just to shop everything at Ulta just because it was a one-stop shop for everything I kind of needed, even though I made 2 visits, one on Monday and then one, sorry my nose itches, and then one earlier today. I'm going to go ahead and pin my hair back just so it's already out of the way when we go into this makeup look, just so we can kind of get everything going all at the same time. So we're going to try out some new Revlon products today. I've got the Revlon Skin Light, I've got a bronzer, and I've also got highlighter. So these are the 2 items I was able to pick up for us. And then I was also able to pick up the new Maybelline Lifter glosses. So they kind of remind you of KKW, which is what I've been hearing from a lot of people. Just at least in the packaging. I'm not really sure about the formula quite yet. Ooh, I got fuzzy in my nose. Not so sure about the formula quite yet, but I did pick up 2 shades in that as well. And then because it's, because it's the item that's kind of the it product of right now that everyone's trying out, and I also want to get my hands on it anyways, it is the Morphe 2 products. So I was able to pick up the foundation, which is the Hint Skin Tint. And I picked up the shade Hint of Almond, which is medium with natural undertones. So that's the foundation I picked up because I am still kind of tan from being outside a lot recently. I was able to pick up one of the glassified lip oils, and this is in Flutter. And then I also was able to pick up one of the cheek and lip mousses from the same thing, and then this is Amaze. So there's that for us to try out. And then I have a few other products in here that are drugstore I kind of picked up along the way. Ugh, sorry, I dropped one of the bags. And then I was able to pick up a few other things. I tried to pick up as many products to kind of fit in every category, but I'm not sure if I was able to do that. So some of these might be new in the market now. Some of them may have come out last year, but I wasn't able to try them. So I did go ahead and pick up the Wet n Wild Water Drop Primer in Cucumber. I also do have the setting spray that I've yet to try yet, so I have that in one of my drawers we'll grab out later. So that I had a setting powder of some sort. I wanted to go ahead and try the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder. I've actually never tried this before. I didn't even know they even had a translucent powder for the Photo Focus line, which obviously I love that foundation so much. It's such a good foundation. If you've never tried it before, you definitely should. The matte foundation is really good, and also the dewy one is the one I've been really loving the most, so I'm glad I was able to pick that up. And then also, I've never tried the e.l.f. Liquid glitter eyeshadows, so I went ahead and picked up this one. This is in Dirty Martini. It's a really pretty like goldish bronzy color. I don't know, they had it on sale. Normally these are like $5, but for some reason Ulta had this one shade for $2.50. Odd. And then when I went to Target later, it had the whole entire line, and this one was just at regular price, so I got a steal there. And then the last item that I also have in here is a brow product, but it's not from the drugstore. It's actually from Amazon, but it's like a drugstore price, so I guess it kind of fits. I've always really wanted to try the soap brows, so this was the Amazon choice for soap brows. It's a brow styling soap, so basically we'll try this out and see if that works for me at all. I mean, it's going to be a work in progress to try all these products out for us, but that's why it's called a first impressions. So let's just go ahead and start doing this makeup and just kind of like talk. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom you in just a little bit just to make it a little bit easier so you guys can kind of see my whole entire face and how I feel about these products. So I've already gone ahead and just kind of wiped my face off with a makeup wipe, and I'm going to go ahead and start off with the water-based primer. This is in Cucumber by Wet n Wild. So it is this like green shade. I mean, I guess it's cucumber, so we're going to go with that. It is really like a liquidy, so I mean, guess it is because it should be because it's water-based. Oh my goodness. This just feels like heaven because it's just so smoothing. Oh. Wow. It says it's supposed to brighten the skin and also blur imperfections. So we'll see if it does that. I mean, I put it all over my face. I do have a little bit of redness around my mouth from just some scarring, and also on my cheeks and a little bit on my forehead because there's a zit in my forehead. Why not? Why wouldn't there be? But that smells so delicious. If you love cucumber, this is heavenly and it smells so good. Anyways, like I said, it's a Revolutionary Cream to Water formula, which is why it felt like so smooth and slick. It hydrates and locks down moisture, and then it's supposed to blur the appearance of pores. So I'm not really sure if it did that at all. You guys can be the judge of that. I don't know. I still kind of see my pores, so it is what it is, but it feels heavenly and it definitely feels hydrating. And I do have really dry skin sometimes, more than others, especially around my nose and my forehead. So I don't know. So far, it feels amazing. Now, I'm not really sure if you're supposed to start off with a primer, but since it's more of like a hydrating one, I felt like it would be okay to pair it with the Hint Skin Tint. So again, I got this in the shade Hint of Almond. They didn't really have that many shades to pick from when I went to go to the Ulta nearby me. They had this shade, they had the shade right above it, and then they had Fair. Everything else was like all the darker tones, which definitely would have not been okay for me, which is why I kind of went with this one, just because it seemed like it would be the closest. I mean, I'm not really sure. We're going to be able to tell here in a second. So yeah, let's just go ahead and start off with this. So I have a dropper applicator, if anyone was wondering. I love dropper applicators because they just work so much better. Yeah, so I hope this matches my skin. Give this a quick drizzle all over my face, forehead, nose, so we get some good coverage on our skin. Alright, so I think that's a good enough start. So we're just going to go ahead and blend that away. Now, I did see that the D'Amelio sisters are like the ambassadors for Morphe 2. which is the demographic that this is kind of going towards, but anyone really can wear makeup. It doesn't matter what age you are. Anyone can wear makeup. This is just supposed to be more like a sheer to medium coverage, just because I'm pretty sure they don't want 15 and 16-year-old girls wearing full beat faces to school, even though you sure as hell can if you really want to, but it's just supposed to appease more to like the tween teenager demographic, I guess. So let's just go ahead and keep blending this out. Lost an eyebrow hair along the way, so far so good. It does have a little bit of a light coverage. It does feel very like dewy on the skin, so I do really love that aspect of it all. It does have just like a nice sheer tint the way that it's supposed to be. Obviously you can tell just with the first application, you can still see a little bit of a redness that's on my lip right here. You can still see my freckles coming through, which is good. That's kind of what you want. You can still see the redness on my forehead right there. So again, this is just like the first coat. You can build it up to be a little bit more on a medium coverage. So I'm going to go over just some of those areas just one more time that I want to have a little bit more coverage. So right on my forehead, or right above my lip, and just a little bit underneath my eyes, because we do not have a concealer to put in here today. So we're just going to go with what we've got. The dropper applicator is being a little bit fussy. So there we go. Okay. Okay, so I think that's all the extra areas that I really want to add a little bit more coverage to. So we're going to go ahead and pat that out. Really get underneath the eyes. So that is what the coverage looks like so far. I'm okay with it. I'm not mad at it. It seems to be okay. It's dewy the way that it should be. Now I am going to use a little bit of setting powder on some of the T-zones and some of the areas I know that I want it, but I'm not going to put it all over my face because again, this is a foundation you're not supposed to like fully set, I guess. It's just supposed to be like a nice little bit of a skin tint. Almost like a BB cream or a CC cream is how they were trying to like say this foundation should be used, but yeah, so I'm not mad at it so far. Let's just keep going. So we're gonna go ahead and do, I don't know, do we want to do cheeks and bronzer next, or do we want to do eyebrows? I don't even know. Let's just go ahead and open this up really quick. I'm gonna set my mirror down, and let's open up the skin and cheek tint. And again, this is in Amaze. So this is what the packaging looks like. Super cute, like a little pot. Come on, open up. And then this is what the color looks like. So super cute. Again, it is a cheek tint. So I'm going to grab a stippling brush and see if that works best for this on my cheeks. Okay. I'm a little afraid because I don't really mess with these types of products. So we're going to stipple it on and then we're going to blend it in a second. So I'm going to just stipple it onto my cheeks really quickly, and then, ooh, this is really pigmented. Okay, Sandra Dee, went a little overboard. But you know, sometimes blush is like the first thing to go, they always say, on your face. So go ahead and blend that out. Trust me, we'll fix it when we do our bronzer. It will get fixed, so I'm not even worried about it. I wanted to put it on first just so that it would be able to kind of really work with the foundation like it should. So trust me, don't freak out yet, guys. This will be able to fix this for sure. So it's an okay shade. It's an okay color. I don't really own that many cream products when it comes to like bronzers or highlighters or cheek products. Blush, obviously, Sandra, what are we talking about here? So, it is a really nice, pretty color onto the skin. It does give a nice little flush look for sure. Obviously, I blended that out to the gods, a little bit past my cheeks, but that's typically what I do with my blush anyways. So, I think it's okay. I think it's cute. Put a little bit on my nose. Give me a little rosy tint to my nose. And that is that. So I think it's okay. It's not bad. Not like wowed over it quite yet. So let's just keep chiving on. So I want to do some bronzer. I don't know how this is going to work out so very well. Again, this is the Skin Lights by Revlon. What it looks like. This is in the color 115 Sunkissed Beam. So let's grab a brush for this. I didn't really think about it, so... Alright, so let's go ahead and try out the bronzer and see how that works out for us. Again, this is in 115 Sunkissed Beam. So I'm going to go ahead and take an angled brush and just kind of dab into that a little bit, tap that off, and let's see how this applies. It's a little bit weird because as soon as I started to dip into it, there's no kickback. First of all, I will show you there's no kickback. I dabbed into this a few times and I had no kickback. So let's just go ahead and just feel the formula itself. So it still feels very stiff. That's what it looks like on my hand. I thought it was gonna be like a cream, but it's definitely not. But there's no kickback, so that's legit. And then let's just go ahead and go into highlighter. Okay, so then this is the highlighter that we're working with. This is in 207 Daybreak Gleam. Let's go ahead and swatch that on our hand. And so that's what those two shades look like. So this is more like a champagne shade. So those look like they complement each other very well. So let's grab a highlighter brush really quickly. Do I have one over here? Sure, why not? Just go ahead and use this brush really quickly. Go across that a little bit. Tap that off. Oh, that is very blinding for sure. And the way that it's grasping onto that cream blush is ridiculous. So go ahead and put it on the other side. Can you see that glow? Whoa. For highlighter, this is a lot going on, y'all, but it is what it is. Okay, so let's just go ahead and move on to the next product. Where do we want to go? Do I want to go with brows? Do I want to... I think that's just kind of where we need to go next, is brows. So where is that soap brow that I just... Is what the product looks like. It's actually just a clear type of soap, and it came with this spoolie that was already bent. And then it just basically says to spray some water onto the brush, not the soap directly, which I've seen people spray it onto the soap. Dip your brow groomer into soap to slightly coat bristles with the product. Brush thoroughly through your brows. Flick upward and outwards to create a feathery look. This brow soap can be worn alone or over your favorite brow cushion, powder, pencil, or pen. So I'm kind of scared because I've never done the whole like fluffy brow thing, and I know like laminating your brows, like brow lamination's kind of the thing right now, but instead of doing that, you can just do the whole soap brow trick, which is very interesting. So let's get a setting spray really quickly. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use, obviously, the coconut spray, which we're going to use eventually because this is the setting spray that goes along with the primer, which is new to me as well. Again, these products came out last year. I never really had the chance to get my hands on them, but I finally just went ahead and took the dive just because it's a part of the Photo Focus line. So let's just go ahead and spray this really quick. Whoa, that's a nice mist there. And it smells so good. So we're going to go ahead and just put a little bit of setting spray onto the bristle like it says. And then it says just to go ahead and dip into this. I'm a little bit hesitant just because this is what I'm doing. Dipping into it, but it doesn't feel, oh, never mind. So look, it's on the product if you guys can tell. And then it just says go ahead and push through your brows. So let's go ahead and do this, y'all. So now I can definitely, this works a little bit more better on this eyebrow than it does on this one because I just have more hair on this side and it's a little bit more sculpted on that side. So yeah, but not bad, not bad, not bad. In the meantime, let's just go ahead and move on to eyeshadow, I guess. So for eyeshadow, we're gonna go ahead and use the e.l.f. Liquid Glitter Eyeshadow in Dirty Martini. I do not dabble in liquid eyeshadows that often, even though I have a few of them in my collection, especially I have the Stila ones, which are the typical glitter eyeshadows that most people have in their collection. But obviously e.l.f. is a little bit more on the affordable side. Sometimes you can find the Stila ones at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. If you can get your hands on them that way, I definitely would. But obviously, if you do not have the money to spend on the actual Stila ones or the newer ones that keep coming out by the higher end brands like Becca. Becca just released a bunch of them that I just recently saw. They're dual double ended. But yeah, these are super affordable. These are only $5 at anywhere you can find them pretty much. At Target, Walmart, Ulta. But this one was on sale for $2.50. So we're going to gladly go ahead and try this one out and blend it out on our eye. And I'm going to work one eye at a time because I know sometimes these do dry really quickly. So we're just going to go ahead and put it on to this eye. And then take a brush and try and work that out. So by blending that out, it kind of took away some of the pigmentation. So we're going to apply a little bit more. And I think I might just maybe work it a little bit less just so it stays on the eye. Alright, so that is the eyeshadow so far. It's a learning curve, I will say that. What I did notice is that a lot of the glitter started to clump up top when I tried to blend it out, and it kind of started to disappear. So I had to do a few layers, if you didn't notice, of that. I think I want to do a transition shade somewhere up top once it finishes drying. It's hard to talk. Just a little bit. So I'm going to go off camera for 2.5 seconds and do my brows, and then we will be right back. Alright, so we're back. I went ahead and filled in my eyebrows. My eyebrows do feel a little bit of stiffness from the soap brow, but I don't think I used enough because it's not stiff enough to where it should be. I was still able to like move it around a little bit, but I don't know. I feel like my brows still look a little bit fluffy. So yeah, so let's go ahead and set a little bit of our face. I kind of forgot to do that earlier. So again, this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder. We're just going to take a little bit of it and just kind of go in the T-zone area around my nose and then underneath our eyes, because we definitely forgot to set underneath our eyes. So I do see a little bit of creasing underneath my eyes with the tint. Just going to take a little brush like this, tap that off. Ooh, that picked up a lot of powder. And just kind of do a little bit in our T-zone and a few spots. And around our nose, because I do crease around my nose quite often. A little bit on the chin and underneath here just a little bit, and I think we're good. Okay, I don't feel as oily as I did 2 seconds ago, which is still fine. I don't think we really took away from anything really on the face. So okay, what is next? Oh yeah, let's finish off with mascara just a little bit. So I started doing my mascara off camera, and then I realized I needed to come back to filming to finish putting this on my eyes because I still need to finish this look. Alright, so that is mascara. I don't know if I've ever talked about this mascara actually on my channel, so this is Drugstore as well. This is the Believe Beauty Voluminize Mascara if you're interested in it. I love the way that it makes my lashes look. It definitely gives them some volume to them. It does separate the lashes pretty well. This is what the brush looks like, if you can tell. God dang it. Yes, no? Okay, right there. So this is what the brush looks like. It's definitely a synthetic, not a synthetic brush. This is a rubber bristle brush. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyways, I like the way the brush feels. I like the way that it separates my lashes and the volume that it gives them as well. I did go ahead and curl my lashes just a little bit because I do get some elephant lashes if I don't do that. Especially, sometimes I like to use a waterproof mascara just to give it a little bit of volume because it actually holds the curl. So there is all of that. And then we're going to go ahead and set our face really quickly. So this is the Cucumber 3-in-1 Priming Water Prep, Set, and Refresh. Go ahead and set our face really quickly. That smells heavenly and smells like cucumber. Oh, it smells so good. I guess the only thing we have left is to kind of figure out lip products, right? So again, we've got a few different lip products to work with. This is the Glossified Lip Oil by the Morphe 2. And this is what it looks like. Again, I think it's just like a clear lip tinted gloss for the most part. I remember buying like little lip glosses like this when I was in like middle school. So again, it's supposed to be towards like the tween age when it comes to makeup. And then we have the more adult version, which are these Lip Lifter by Maybelline glosses, Lifter Gloss. And I got 2 different colors here. I got Petal, which is the more mauve colored one, and then I have Stone, which is in 08, which is the more like brick tone type of one. So let's go ahead and swatch all of these for us. So this is going to be Stone. And then we have Petal. right there for us. And then let's go ahead and get the other one, which I'm pretty sure this is going to end up being like a clear gloss anyways. Yeah, and then there's the clear gloss. So yeah, don't know where we want to go with this one, but I think for the look that we've got going on, I think the best bet's probably going to be Stone. Just because we do have this kind of like a dark look going on. The only bright thing on our face is going to be the blush that's going on, but we're going to pull this all together. Like I said, it's going to come together. So let's go ahead and apply this to our lips. Now it does give a nice little nude tone to our lips, which is cool. That's what I was hoping. Alright, so this is the look that we came up with all of the makeup that we tried out today. I definitely did not get to try this quite yet, but I definitely will let you guys know in the comments down below what I thought about this. If I can find some of these products, obviously there's probably a link somewhere for them. I will try and link them below if I can. Other than that, just go to Ulta's website and you'll find them for sure. So that is the look. Just let me know what your comments are about everything that we tried out in this video today. Have you tried them? Have you not tried them? Are you excited for any of these products that have recently launched from some of these brands? The Morphe 2, the Lifter lip glosses, the Revlon skin lights that have come out, and I forget what other products we just talked about in this video already. But I will tell you, I do like the lip gloss for sure, not in this color obviously. The Stone one, it's not too sticky or goopy on the lips. I did like the shade bronzer. I do really love the highlight. The highlight is just in your face. The Soap Brow can take some time to get used to. The primer and the setting spray smell heavenly because I love cucumber so much. So I definitely will try those out some more. And as for the skin tint, I want to try it in a different way. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and try it out a little bit more. It's definitely something to get used to because it's not as full coverage. It is very slick and dewy on the face because it is a tint, like a sheer tint to the skin, because you still want to be able to see your freckles, still want to see some of your imperfections that make you you, which is again why it's kind of more towards the tween teeny bopper era, which is why the D'Amelio sisters are the ambassadors for it. At least that's what everyone's been talking about, as to why they're ambassadors and what the kind of line is supposed to be suited more towards, which again kind of reminds me of like the Maddie Ziegler stuff that they came out with as well, because I didn't pick up like the gloss glow that's supposed to go for the face because I have something that's kind of like that and I just wasn't really excited for it. So they came out with like the gloss glow balm for your face, which kind of looks just like this, but it's a clear gloss that goes in your face. And then Maddie Ziegler had like a balm stick. So same products, done two different ways. Unsure, but if there's a video out there for you, there probably is someone comparing them, because I'm probably not the only one that's thought that way. As for the e.l.f. eyeshadow, it's a work in progress. I've never really dabbled in liquid eyeshadows before. Again, like I said, I have the Stila ones. I use them once in a blue moon just because I like to have them in my collection in my makeup. But this definitely took me some time to kind of figure out. I guess you kind of have to let it like set first before you start moving it around, because if you move it around too quickly, it will just kind of sheer out. So I don't know, I had to kind of build it up, unlike I know the Stila ones are, the pigment is there right away. Obviously we had clumping of some of the glitter that came out a little bit in our eyes, if you can tell. So yeah, that is the video. Let me zoom you guys out really quickly just so you kind of like see everything put together, the makeup, the hair, the shirt, you know. But yeah, so if you guys like videos like this, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell down below so you never miss a video with me, your girl Sandra Dee. Alright, I will see you in the next video. Bye.